Well, hello everyone, and welcome to C4. My name is Susan McCoy, and I want to say happy National Pink Day to everyone. Thank you for coming to us virtually today. You know, we love to gather, we love to connect, we love to get together once a quarter to celebrate C4. But it's a different season and it's a different time, and praise God for technology. And thank you guys for joining us tonight. So I want to welcome you to C4 and kind of explain our event as we get going. So C4 stands for Cash, Color, Cadillacs, and a Choice. And so you're going to have an opportunity, if you're a guest tonight, to have a pink stimulus package of $100 cash drawing that we're doing later. If you are a guest, you'll want to stay tuned till the end for the password, because you'll get to be entered into a drawing for a free designer bag. And I have to show it to you because it's super darling. Check this puppy out. It's Kate Spade. It's camel colored, but it's also reversible. So you can go into pink if you want. All right. And then we have, so that's cash, color. We have a color segment topped by $1 million top sales director, soon to be national sales director, Daniel Kent. And then we have Cadillac directors galore. And then we also have an opportunity where we have Mary Kay royalty coming to us tonight from Lubbock, Texas. We have national sales director Jan Thetford, and she is going to rock the house, and you're going to love it, love it, love it. All right, I want to tell you also what we do at this customer appreciation night is we also appreciate our top consultants. So you're going to get to meet virtually their name in lights, I guess you could say, our top producers in the company. These are our top sales consultants. You'll also get to meet our annual top 10 of the Kansas City area, as well as the movers and shakers who have been moving up in their Mary Kay businesses. So I want you to hold on tight. Enjoy this next hour, feel empowered, feel the love, feel the connection, and most of all, just enjoy all of the energy because you deserve it. And we're so grateful that you're here with us. Thanks so much.
Welcome, welcome. Hi, guys. This is National Sales Director Jill Davis. I'm just so excited to welcome everyone to this awesome live event. Welcome, C4 family. You guys know when we gather for C4, it is so much fun for all of us. So tonight's going to be no different. You are going to have so much fun. You're going to learn some new stuff. You're going to get to see just a glimpse of our pink bubble, our Mary Kay sisterhood on this National Day of Pink, right? Isn't that so fun? And I know that you're going to have fun. You're going to learn something new, and you're going to get to hear from National Sales Director Jan Thetford, one of my great friends and mentors. And I can't promise that it's going to be, it's going to be, let's see, appropriate. Okay. But I know it's going to be fun. So thank you so much for joining us. We're so glad that you're here, whether you're live or watching later. We're glad that you took time to take a part of this. So I'm going to pass the mic back over to our birthday girl, Susan McCoy.
Hey, well, there's nothing like a birthday and having it be on National Pink Day and get to share it with all of you. So I get to be the one tonight to start us off with some recognition for our Star Consultants. So you guys, Star Consultant is a program that's been around for 75 years. I'm sorry. It started in 1975. It's been around for 45 years. It's an amazing program that Mary Kay created because she knew that women needed a railroad track to run on. So it measures their success. It gives you an opportunity to be consistent in your business. From selling $300 or more in sales each week, you get awarded a quarterly prize and recognition. And tonight, a little later, we're going to recognize the All-Stars, the ones that have been Star Consultants all 4 times. So without any further ado, let's take it away and meet some of our Star Consultants tonight.
Congratulations, C4 Consultants.
Well, congratulations and hello, Kansas City. It's so great to be in front of you again today. And as we said before, boy, we'd rather be in person, but this is going to work for tonight for sure. But congratulations. Now, before you say, wait, my name wasn't there yet. We have more stars to come. So we got half of them come through, but we're going to go ahead and kind of break up the evening and do a little color. Now, this is one of the most fun areas of our night tonight is that we actually talk product. I mean, we do sell a product, and so we want to give you the latest tips and trends. I think you're going to love this, and I want to prepare you that there's going to be 3 segments to this. So you'll watch one, and then there'll be a little bit of a break, and then you'll watch another, and it'll just flow right into the third one. Has to do with technology. I wish I could answer all your questions on that. I cannot, but just trust me on that. But you will see more stars. So we've got more coming. But let me tell you about our makeup artist tonight. None other than Heather Daniel Kent. She's known to all of us as HDK. She's a veteran Mary Kay girl. She's a juvenile detention officer turned makeup artist, $1 million sales director. She loves dogs, cats, bunnies, turtles, deer, turkey, anything that has 2 or 4 legs that crawls on the earth. And most of all, she loves sloths. That is a new one. She and her husband, Frank, enjoy the freedom and the flexibility of a Mary Kay career to create a life of their choosing. HDK has many accolades in her 14 years, such as 8 free Mary Kay cars, years and years of Queen's Courts of sales and recruiting and Circle of Achievement, and 3 years so far in Circle of Excellence. Her favorite, of course, is when she led the #3 unit in the entire nation to the $1 million circle. She credits much of her success in her business to the love of the products, which you're going to see tonight. Skincare, makeup, anything and everything. And I always say she can turn into People's Magazine and see the latest and greatest and teach us how to do that on the stars. So without further ado, let's welcome Heather Daniel Kent and her expertise.
Hey everybody, it's Heather Daniel Kent. I'm so excited to see you. Today, I'm going to tell you what I've got on my face because I always like to do that, or my model, and since you get stuck with me in quarantine, then I'll tell you what I've got on. I've got what I'm calling just the Summer Sparkle fresh look, and I like it because I wanted to pick something that no matter your age, color, taste, it's going to be perfect for you. Blue eyes, brown eyes, green eyes, hazel eyes, doesn't matter. It's going to look great. So first of all, I've got Blossom under here. I have Truffle. Sorry, Truffle under here, Blossom right through here, and you can add some sparkle here. So if you're just into it, go for it. Rose gold, candlelight, moonstone, crystalline, like have some fun on that inside corner right there. And then this one, I am just obsessed with mixing pomegranate and actually mixing anything. Let's be honest. Why have just one color palette when you can just mix everything and have like 4 more color palettes? So I mix pomegranate with a ton of things. And so today I mixed it with Dusty Rose. But if you want to add a little sparkle, a little shine, mix it with Sunlit Rose or even Shiny Penny, or I mix it with Lavender Fog a lot. You can mix it with Cinnabar. Dusty Rose and Cinnabar together, obsessed. So something pink, something fresh, something fun. The season colors, the trends are just that bright, pigmented, but not in a harsh way, because it could get real crazy or real fast. So you got to make sure that it's not just throwing color on everywhere, but you're being very precise and very intentional about where you're putting your color. And then I've got Radiant Blue just on my eyelid there, just a little bit. You can intensify this, add a little water. You can intensify it by doing your lash line with the Radiant Blue. I've got Onyx on top, but I have Radiant Blue on bottom. So it just gives me a fun, it's effortless. It just works, you know? And then on my cheeks, I am, mixing is the theme of the day. I mixed Juicy Peach and Rogue Rose, of course, with a little bit of latte. But today's demo is actually about false eyelashes. I get so many requests for that because it's so hard but easy, and you want to do it, but you don't really know how to do it. And then there's all these different kinds of lashes out there. Well, let me just tell you, they're easy, they're simple. I did have to learn, and I did have help, just so you know. I was at a seminar one year, totally had to have help. But these are Ardell Wispies. They're my favorite. And I want see that clear band there? That is key. You do not want the dark band. It makes it's like supposed to look like eyeliner. It just looks like a hot mess and a wreck. So don't do that. Now I'm going to take off the first 3 See? It's fun to have a webcam sometimes with little scissors. You're going to take the inside first 3 off. Now, if you've got a really large eye, you can handle the whole strip, but really they're made big so that you can trim them down to any size. Now, if you have a smaller eye, you can even take a little bit more hunks off the middle there. Okay, so I've got my little strip. Now, the key is I've got my makeup done. So I've got mascara on, just 1 coat of Panorama. Can we talk about it? Can we talk about Panorama? It's the greatest mascara I've ever used in my whole life. I will never go back to anything. There's how I feel about Panorama. It's like the softness and the lightness and the featheriness of Lash Love with the big mamma jamma intensity of Lash Intensity. Oh, they had this wonderful little merging there. Okay. Gosh, how long has it been since I put on false eyelashes? This is what quarantine will do for you. There ain't no need. Okay, so I made a little strip of glue in a little happy face. I just dipped the seam in it. You see the seam has little glue right there, just a little bit. And I'm going to set it right. Oh. See, should have practiced. My hands are shaking. My hands are shaking because I probably haven't told you a joke. Okay. All you need to do, there you go, is get it tacked down in one place. And then you're going to take the back of your brush and you're going to line it out right where that eyeliner is. You don't want it too high because then it looks like you've got them on. I see a lot of people doing that. You want it to be very seamless. So once it gets tacked on and it's touching and it's going to dry, you can throw a little eyeliner on here. Gel is my favorite on this. I use powdered eyeliner for everything. The only time I grab a little gel is when I do false eyelashes. So then I'm going to merge them together right through there. And there you go. Isn't that fun? And then you wonder why you don't wear them every day. That's the thing. Okay, so look at that. Just tacked on, beautiful. They won't go anywhere. I use the Ardell waterproof clear glue. Clear. Just saying. Had a little mishap with the black glue before. You see how my hands shake? Did you know I was going to be an architect? That was my dream in high school. And I just have shaky hands. It's all that nervous energy just flowing through my veins. But so I have shaky hands. So that black glue was a mess. Okay, I've got it tacked down, got my little glue strip. And I'm going to tack it down, touch it. It's funny how one goes on better. Is that how you guys do your makeup too? Like one eye looks better than the other? And it's my right, looks better than my left. And you just saw me do the right one way easier than the left one. That is the truth. Okay, can you see that? See that? Not fun. And that glue will dry. What am I going to do with the rest of my day with false eyelashes? I have to like walk around Target or something. You guys want to hear a joke? That was a rhetorical question. Of course you want to hear a joke. Okay, so when do jokes officially become dad jokes? When they become apparent. I know you're laughing. I know you're laughing. Message me right now on Facebook or Instagram and tell me how funny you thought that joke was. Okay, check me out. I'm feeling very, very saucy right now. Make sure you look younger. Make sure you look, you're like I've got, squinty eyes and no eyelashes. So it really makes me look like I've got something and look very fancy. So there's a false eyelash demo for you. Just super easy. Have some fun with it. And I hope you love it. And I hope to see you very, very soon in person. Hope you're doing great. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy C4.
Hey, well, hang on here. So we are going to now see the other half of our video with the rest of our star consultants. And this is the top of the top. So be ready. Hold on tight. Here we go.
All right, I get the great privilege of bragging on one of our local directors, Allie Burlingame. And we never say her last name. She's just Allie B to all of us. So Allie B is from Independence, Missouri. And we just want to brag on her a little bit because she submitted a photo to a national Mary Kay photo contest. And we were asked to share our just favorite or significant Mary Kay moments. And this is what Allie shared. And I want to read what she put there along with the photo. It says, "When I was 14, I lived in a battered women's shelter. A Mary Kay lady drove up in her Mary Kay career car to do makeovers for the women living there. She not only made them all beautiful, but she brought smiles to their faces. On top of that, she gave me samples. What she didn't know was that those samples lasted me through high school and made me feel pretty, like I fit in. She left a lifelong impression. Now here I am in my second Mary Kay career car in a year, leading women, and it's my turn to make an impact." So Allie has just shattered records. She is being nationally recognized for maxing out programs as a new sales director. And we love her for her achievements, but we love her even more for her big heart because she represents our Mary Kay culture, a culture which is absolutely like no other. We believe in treating each other within our company and as well as our customers with the golden rule service and golden rule care to each other. But we're also a company who cares. We care about the environment and we protect it. And we also care about causes which are very important to women. So the Mary Kay Foundation has contributed $60 million. I had to look down at my notes to be sure. Over $60 million to support domestic violence shelters, victims of domestic violence, as well as to try to prevent future violence. And we've contributed over $28 million to research for cancers that affect women. So we're a company that cares, and we're proud of Allie and the way that she represents us so well. Now I have the great privilege of announcing our next group of winners that you're going to see across the screen. And these are women who have been stars for all 4 quarters this year. So help me celebrate our 4 quarter stars.
Hello from your National Sales Director, Michelle Sutter. Congratulations, C4 All-Stars. So proud of you.
Ten of the women whose names you just saw have really distinguished themselves by being in the top 10 of all star consultants in Kansas City. So I'm really excited to announce our top 10 C4 court. From the Kendry Burkett unit, number 10, Brianna McQuay. Number 9 from the Kendry Burkett unit, Christy Went Scott. Number 8 from the Ruthie Brissett unit, Jan Lee. Number 7 from the Nerissa Orr unit, Jennifer Chucheko. Number 6 from the Nerissa Orr unit, Toby Forbes. Number 5 from the Judy Gerstner unit, Sedona Colbeck. Number 4 from the Ruthie Brissett unit, Emily Kearney. Number 3 from the Cheryl Reed unit, Connie Evans. Number 2 from the Ruthie Brissett unit, Charlene Elliott. And our queen from the Cheryl Reed unit, Tammy Mayberry. Congratulations to all our top 10 and to all of our KCC4 All-Stars. All right, that was the winner of our All-Star Purse giveaway. So Jamie Brokaw, who is a new sales director in Kansas City, was the winner. We entered all the names of all consultants for our KCC4 who were All-Stars this year, and Jamie Brokaw was the winner of the designer purse. So yay, Jamie, you'll be getting that in the mail from us soon. Congratulations again. I'm not sure what's next. Let's see. Oh, it's me. It came back to me. Okay, here we go. Guys, we're live. Isn't this exciting? All right. So I'm going to tell you just a little bit about the next thing, which is our career ladder move ups. And one of the things that we really love about our company is that if you choose to advance along our career path, you get to do it at your own pace and on your own timeline. The career path is there for anyone who wants to take advantage of it. And so it's one of those things that we love because it's really the ball is in your court. And we're going to celebrate some women who have made those move ups in just a few minutes. But before we do that, I'm going to give you a really quick thumbnail about the opportunities that are there. So everyone in Mary Kay begins her business by being a consultant and selling the product. And we began immediately making a 50% gross profit on everything that we sell. We love that it's a consumable product. We quickly learn the value of reorders. So we celebrate every morning when we know that you are, if you're a guest, a customer, you are washing our cleansers down the drain. And that's one of the great benefits of selling a consumable product. Seasons change and you need more. And so we love that. So that's how we all start. We all start in the exact same way. No quotas, flexible hours, prizes, and recognition. The next move up is to become a senior consultant. And really, this is one of those things where this is just too good not to share. And sometimes a friend or a family member even says, my gosh, you look like you're having a lot of fun and you're making some money. I'd like to join you. And so when we have one or two team members, we're called a senior consultant. And what's important for you to understand if you're a guest is that we are not a multi-level company, multi-level marketing. We don't make profits sort of out of each other's pockets. We are paid commissions when our team members order products directly from the company, but that comes out of company profits, not each other's pockets. So we feel really good about sharing our opportunity. When you have 3 or 4 team members, you're called a star recruiter. And star recruiters it's really considered the first step into leadership in Mary Kay. These women have promoted themselves. They are up and comers. And this is the beauty of being your own boss. There are no territories. So you might have a college friend who lives across the company or a country, or a cousin who lives in another state. And you would like to share the opportunity with her, and you can do that. So the star recruiters, the star team builders, those are the first step into leadership in Mary Kay. When you have 5 to 7 team members, you're called a team leader. And these women are really smart. They have figured out the math, and they know that they can triple their commissions from where they started at this level. But the most important step here is that this is the level where you can begin earning the use of a career car. Now we're going to jump to directorship, because at directorship, this is where a woman has made the commitment to say, I really want to be in leadership in Mary Kay, and I want this to be my primary career. And so directors represent the top 1% of our sales force. And this is career level leadership. They are working with a sales unit of consultants to mentor, to educate, to motivate. This is executive level income potential. And directors have their own career path. So their job becomes to mentor other leaders and to build leaders within their organization. And as they do that and have more and more women who decide to become a leader and to then lead her own unit, then they move up our director career path until finally they are at national sales director. And you've already heard from Jill Davis, and in a little while you're going to hear from Jen Thetford. We've seen a couple of the nationals, and we're just getting ready to see one more here in just a minute, who are just absolutely at the top of our company, but who also have the biggest hearts. They're the biggest thinkers, and they have dedicated themselves to leading other women, leading other leaders. And there's some tremendous benefits at this level of our company. But the main thing that I love about these women is that they have started where everybody else began, by being a consultant and selling the product, and then working all the way through the career ladder. So they understand what is involved at every level, and then can share and mentor with the other women in their organization. So we're going to celebrate now. We're going to watch a little video and see some of the women in our Kansas City C4 group who have made the decision to move up the career path since the last time we were together. So let's celebrate.
Congratulations to our C4 career ladder move-ups. Great jobs, girls.
Well, woohoo! We're so excited for those of you who just moved up this last quarter, and we can't wait to celebrate with you again in September. Keeping our fingers crossed there as you cross the stage in your next level. And for those of you who haven't moved up on your career ladder, then we want to celebrate you too. So we know there's a huge movement going on right now in Kansas City, and we're going to have lots of directors. And you know what we do? We treat you very, very special because you're the new management. So we can't wait to welcome the new ones in September when we're together. Okay, so I get the privilege of introducing you to our main speaker tonight, our keynote speaker of the evening, and that is National Sales Director Jan Thetford. And we're so excited. We have her many times. We call it Jan in June. Our consultants are really used to that. But if you're just a guest and you're watching this as a guest of someone, let me just tell you a little bit about why she's such a stud and who she is in our life. So Jan has been building her business with Mary Kay for 39 years. Okay, so she started when she was 3, right? She lives in Lubbock, Texas, and has been married to David for 39 years. That's how you start a marriage, as you start Mary Kay. She's 2 children, Rachel, 35, married to Jordan and living in Fort Collins, Colorado, and Tanner, 33, married to Megan, living in Lubbock, Texas. Tanner and Megan are the parents of Jan's grandsons, Miles and Truman, and brand new little granddaughter, Maggie, who she adores, and she's affectionately known as Grand Jan. Jan had debuted as a sales director in July of 1982 and led her unit to the Circle of Achievement and/or Excellence for 10 years. She and her husband, David, have earned trips, all expense paid. Did you catch that? All expense paid trips to London, Bermuda, Greece, Spain, West Germany, Paris, Hawaii, Maui, several times, Switzerland, Venice, Vancouver, and an Alaskan cruise. That's a lot of travel free, right? The last 2 years she was a director, Jan led her unit to the $1 million mark, and her last year as a director, her unit was number 15 in the nation and number 1 in the state of Texas, which is a big O deal. She is currently driving her 17th pink Cadillac, a very cool, fully loaded 2020 Cadillac Escalade. It looks really great with 3 car seats in the babies in the back. 3 car seats. We need lots of room, right? She is currently, she's awarded the National Miss Go Give Award in July of 1989. Jan's highest check in 1 month has been $35,634. Now that wasn't in a year. That was in a month. $35,634. And she earned over $4 million in her Mary Kay career. Her area is has reached its highest level this past seminar year, reaching Diamond Circle for the 2nd year in a row. She debuted as a national sales director in July of 2000. She's totally focused on building an inner circle national area and celebrating the amazing legacy of success of those who have gone before her as she strives to equip those that follow her. 2 of her area directors, Ryan Reeves and Heather Daniel Kent, have earned also the prestigious $1 million mark. Jan has recently come off the NSD advisory board with the company, a position that is elected by her peers. Jan loves the freedom and flexibility that is made possible through a career in Mary Kay, as well as the opportunity to share her faith as she works. She's driven by goals and deadlines. She's a personal friend of mine. She's my National Sales Director. I would like to welcome to our stage National Sales Director Jan Thetford.
I'm
Sure. This is the coolest thing ever. Thank you, Roxy, Amy, Susan, Jill, all of you that are welcoming me here tonight. I mean, I'm so impressed with this platform that they have chosen to be able to reach out to all of you, our amazing Kansas City area leaders, directors, consultants, star team builders, team leaders, and everyone else. Guests, if you are with us tonight virtually, let me just say thank you. And I know that this whole pandemic thing has been really interesting, hasn't it? One of the greatest things that's come from it is those of us that are on here tonight learning how to do lots of things with technology and lots of things virtually. But it is my honor and privilege to take just a little bit of time tonight to tell you of my very condensed version of my Mary Kay story, and to show you, guests, how you can join us and write your own Mary Kay story. You know, anytime I'm in front of a lot of women, whether it be, you know, virtually or in person, I have to just stop and think that many of you were probably like, where I was when I first started my Mary Kay business years ago. And that was just like, you know, I wasn't miserable, but I wasn't super happy. I didn't, I didn't really know what I wanted, but I was pretty sure I didn't want to do what I was doing right then. You know, I didn't have a horrible life, but I just felt like I was not where I was supposed to be. Now, all of that at the age of 23. And so, you know, here I am on Monday, my day off from my work. I worked at Lubbock County Youth Center, have a degree in social work, and it was an educational psychology thing, and I was working at this center. Anyway, and so that's my job. Monday's my day off. And then there was a knock on the door on that particular Monday, and I'm in Texas, West Texas, and you know, big old Texas hair in the 80s, and you know, I didn't have any makeup on, of course. I didn't even have any underwear on, basically, because I was cleaning house, right? And so this really nice, coiffured, amazing woman drops in and goes, Jan, I've been trying to reach you. Now, y'all, let me take you back 39 years ago. It's really amazing how technology has just gone so fast, but we still had landlines. I'd been in Mary Kay, y'all, 12 years before we ever had email, if that tells you anything, okay? And so landline, right click, and we did have answering machines, and with those big old long cords, you know. So I remember, you know, you didn't really know who was calling. You just decided to answer the phone or not to answer the phone. And so obviously I had chosen not to answer the phone a couple of times when this woman had called me. She'd left me a message, beep, on my answer machine, and it said, Jan, this is Kathy from church, and I would love to tell you a little bit about a product that I'm selling now, and I think you'd be a great candidate. And I was like, I am not a candidate for makeup. I mean, look at me. Okay, and I was no makeup, y'all, and my story, many of you have heard it if you've been to any of my events in Kansas City, but I wore Carmex, I wore Vaseline on my lips, you know, if I wanted to be fancy, but I mean, my beauty routine was nada. And I don't even really remember if I did a very good job of washing my face. Let's just say I didn't, because I probably do remember. But anyway, so I was not interested. And rather than being kind and respectful like I was raised to be, I didn't call her back. And so she had called me 5 times, left me 5 messages. And I think most of us at this point would have said, forget it. She's rude. She's not interested. She didn't get my message, you know, but Kathy did not. So she dropped it on my porch one day, left her car running, which was probably good. So I wouldn't think that, you know, she was going to stay forever, right? But she said, Jan, I've been trying to reach you, and you are not calling me back, and I have something I need to say to you. And at that point, y'all, she said, I think it's worth your time to consider this Mary Kay thing. And y'all, I think that's why I still use, that's why I still use that phrase a lot in my training and in my work 39 years later. It's worth your time to consider. And I believe, guests, that it is very much worth your time to consider this Mary Kay thing. Now, when I first heard her story, you know, I wasn't offended because I was considering. I didn't feel like she was being pushy. And so I really don't know why I didn't call her back, other than I've just been a snot. But, you know, I knew that if I I trusted her automatically because I could tell she wasn't going to push anything on me, and she was just going to share with me some of the details. And so guess that's what I'm doing. Plus, I'm way too far to pressure you tonight. I'm out here in West Texas, right? And so I can't come hunt you down, but I might, if you give me, I might start, stalking you or something. But I want to share with you a little bit about what I've learned about Mary Kay, because I'm so thankful that day she did drop in, and I did listen and I did consider. There's 3 things I want you to know about our company, and then we'll take it into what's happening today. Our company, y'all, is founded on some amazing principles. We're 56 years old. We're solid as a rock financially. We are so thankful that we were able to get the government contract to produce hand sanitizers during all of this COVID stuff, so that we were considered an essential business. It was a true blessing, but that came because of our leadership being just so visionary and so strong and just really in the right place at the right time and thought ahead, all of the things that make us good leaders, right? But our company is strong. We are financially sound. We are built on a lady by the name of Mary Kay, right? Her dream for women was that every woman could make a difference, and that every woman and man, true for sure, but in those days, in the 60s, not a lot of women worked outside the home, and if they did work outside the home, they didn't have a lot of time for home, and so there was a lot of women having to make a choice: career or family. And of course, at that time, women were not making the money that they're making now, and so she just really believed that if she put together some type of business plan, that women could advance at the pace they wanted to advance, and that they could become all that they felt like God had called them and intended them to be, and quite frankly, would not have to give up being a good mom and a good wife and a good friend and a good community partner. And so she put together, after she'd worked in another direct selling business and had not been treated really great, she put together a marketing plan. That marketing plan is, it's really a business plan, or how we make our money in Mary Kay, or the Mary Kay story, whatever you want to call it. It was just some guidelines on how we would work this business and be able to be successful. And y'all, that is still what we're doing today, 56 years, that plan. Have the products changed and advanced? Absolutely. Have things changed with technology? Absolutely. Have guidelines changed, training gotten better, visuals gotten better? Absolutely. But what she created from the very beginning was so pure and so great that her culture, and that's the word we use a lot in Mary Kay, her culture has not changed. The ability for women to advance at the pace they want to advance has not changed. What we teach from the top to the bottom and in between is that every woman has a sign around their neck that says, "Make me feel important." And that's what we want to do. And so Mary Kay as a company, as we've progressed through the industry, we've gotten a great reputation. We vacillate in our rankings depending on what's happening, but a top 5 beauty brand and the #1 skincare and color company in America. I mean, where, we have all of those things, but what makes us really different, y'all, and yes, your people and your family might be interested in knowing this as well as you, is that we are a family-owned business. So we are not subject to what's going on in the industry or the buyouts that are happening. I mean, we're solid, and you can be sure that you will get paid. And you can be sure that if commissions are owed to you, that they will be auto-deposited into your checking account. And you can be sure that everything you do will be noticed and recognized and incentivized, because we are a legitimate company. I love our Mary Kay culture. I love the fact that we can talk about our faith and talk about our families and talk about our business. I love the stand that Mary Kay is currently making on social injustice. I love the fact that we're a diverse company. I mean, y'all, we don't have the drama that's happening out in the world today. We're all friends. It's the craziest thing, but it's because each of us comes into this company and is trained to respect and to love and to honor each other for where we're alike and where we're different. And so our company today, y'all, you can trust. And I know that we've all been home, we've all been on social media a lot, and there's a lot of virtual stuff out there, almost too much, to the point where we're like, oh my gosh, I think I have a headache, because if I'm invited to one more online party, or if I have one more online something, I think, it's just the crazy. But I want you to know that you can trust us. I know you don't know me from Adam, but I will tell you that if you, yes, will take some time to research who we are, talk to some people that are in the business, and talk to some people that are out of business, they will tell you that we're a legitimate business opportunity. Okay, the second thing I want to share with you is, and this may seem like I'm giving the cart before the horse, but I think everybody wonders this, and that is, how do I get started in Mary Kay? What do I do? What do I need to do? And so, y'all, I want to tell you right now that the only thing that you would need to do to start a Mary Kay business is to sit down and visit with the person who invited you to watch this tonight. Let her show you all of the different ways you can get started. I mean, we've got several options right now, and my time is short, so we won't go into all those, but we do not mind at all laying those out for you and letting you see anywhere from $30 to $100 to $130 getting started. And then, of course, we'll talk about if you want to have a store, do you want to have a little store, do you want to have a big store, do you want to take orders, what do you want to do? And so in doing that, thank you. Producer, here's our starter kits and all the things we're talking about. And so that's all you have to do. And I think sometimes we make it so hard. So why would you want to do that? Why would you want to take with all the crazy? Y'all, let me just tell you something. Mary Kay can be anything you want it to be. It can be something part-time. It can be something more than part-time, but less than full-time. It can be a hobby, or it can be full-time. And I will tell you that most of the women that are successful in Mary Kay, that have really been able to replace full-time jobs, most of us did not come into Mary Kay to replace a full-time job. We just took our first step. We were trained, we were encouraged, we figured out that part. Then we took our next step. And so if you look at me very long, you don't have to be very smart to be a national sales director, truthfully. I mean, I do not consider myself a smart, business savvy person. Now, I have surrounded myself with people who are really smart. And so I'm teachable, I'm trainable. And, I think if any of us are that, if we're teachable and trainable, then we can grow. And so you can take that decision. Okay, I'm going to try Mary Kay. I also want to tell you this, it doesn't have to be forever. It can be for a season. It could be, or it can be for a lifetime. And so I always say this to prospects, you're not signing in blood on anything. I mean, if you don't like it, you can always step away. But I feel like it's worth your time to consider it. Some of you might want to consider making an extra $100 a month or more. Some of you may want to consider getting your own products at our wholesale price that we buy from the company. I mean, there's so many different options for you. So I know we can't promise, and I can't see your faces, but maybe we could all just virtually kind of take a little pinky thing right here and say, I will have a conversation with the person who invited me here today, because that's really all that it takes to get started. Then we're going to train you. We're going to work with you. We don't bring you into this and say, good luck, God bless, see you later. We are going to take you by the hand, and we don't really help you because you don't need help, but we do support you. And, y'all, if I were to walk into your world right now as brand new, whatever you do right now for a living, if I were to walk into your world, you'd have to take me by the hand a little bit too and escort me along until I finally get out. That's what we do. And then you have the choice. See, we have no quotas in Mary Kay. You won't have a pressure to perform unless you put those deadlines on yourself. And that's where your status as an independent contractor, that's what we're officially known as, that's where your status as an independent contractor comes in, and you determine, okay, I've gotten trained, I know where my support is, so this is the deal. Do I want to work a little or a lot? And people they always ask me, Jan, how long does it take to make X amount of dollars in Mary Kay? How long does it take for me to earn a car that I can drive in Mary Kay? How long does it take me to maybe be able to walk away from a full-time job? And my answer is always this, not to be vague, but it's the truth. And that is this, it depends on how much time you want to invest in Mary Kay. You know, there's no right or no wrong answer. There is a recommended path, and you will choose that. You have the control. And I think sometimes what happens, y'all, and I know it happens a lot these days, is people go, well, I cannot add one more thing to my plate. I'm so busy, before they've even tried. Because you might be surprised how logistically simple it is to tie this in to your regular normal life. And then you start making decisions. I'm glad someone didn't say to me, Jan, you have to know 500 people to start your business with. And Jan, you have to quit doing everything you're doing to work Mary Kay. They didn't tell me any of that. In time, I made choices to replace what I was doing because I saw the big picture of Mary Kay. And, you know, in time, I did have those 500 customers. But I'm thankful that that was a journey and a process that each of us can take. Lastly, y'all, let me tell you something. If you are looking for a tribe, if you are looking for people to support and encourage you, if you are looking for a way, as mentioned previously, to make a little bit of extra money, if you're looking for just something positive right now, when there's a lot of other voices, if you would like to rewrite the headlines in your personal life, I encourage you to give this Mary Kay thing a whirl. I will tell you something. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. People do get rich. Personally, spiritually, financially. I can't promise you the moon. I don't know how much you will choose to work, but I can say to you, if you will come in and work our systems that are tried and true for 56 years and give this a thought, and you think, well, Jen, what do y'all really do? What we do is sell skincare. What we do is teach color makeup application. And now, when I first heard that I was going to have to teach people how to put their eyeshadow on, I was like, oh, I can't even put my own eyeshadow on, obviously. All right. And so, but what I learned is that in training, you learn how to do that, y'all. And your leaders, your directors, consultants, and new people and guests, y'all, they are a wealth of information. They didn't just wiggle their nose or get a degree someplace or pay a bunch of money. They have progressed up the career path, and they've learned as they go. So now they're in a position where they can teach and they can train. And so I encourage you all, as you look at what we do, and you know, there's going to be the naysayers that go, well, you've never sold anything in your life. Well, the last time you tried something like that, you know, you were a big old failure. Y'all, that's like, you know, when I was having my wisdom teeth out, and I was so excited about the happy gas. Somebody said, oh, did you hear about those people that died on happy gas? I'm like, you're kidding. I love happy gas. I mean, you know, just because someone else's story is different doesn't mean your story has to be different. So my encouragement for you today, guys, is amidst all the crazy, sit down and consider this. And our world is changing. And, you know, you may want to change with it. And you may want to let Mary Kay be the foundation by which you are encouraged and inspired and elevated as a person and as a businesswoman or a businessman, right? To come in and to be able to change your own story. I'm often reminded of the movie. It's an old movie, but I love it so much. I've been talking about it a lot lately, but it's Aquila and the Bee. It's a story of a girl from an impoverished neighborhood that was a brilliant speller, and a teacher recognized that strength in her and said, let's compete and go get to the National Spelling Bee. Everybody around her was like, no, you can't do it. Nobody ever does that from around here. But you know what? She persisted. And I'll close with this tonight, y'all, because when you win, you give permission for others around you to win. So we invite you to this Mary Kay opportunity. Try us, give us a whirl, see what you think. I personally do not think you will be disappointed. Thanks, y'all.
Well, thank you very much, Jan. Thank you for sharing your heart and your story and the Mary Kay story as well. So you guys, we want to just thank you so much for being on tonight. We want to let you know these are 3 options that you have for getting started if Mary Kay is something you want to step into, and just try it out, see how it fits. But there is the full starter kit, which is $100 plus tax and shipping. There's the e-start kit, which is actually a flat $30, and that includes your personal website for an entire year, as as well as your ProPay feature, which allows you to take debit and credit cards, and people can pay directly from your website. There is actually no tax or shipping with that because there is no box that's going to land on your porch. It's basically just an e-start kit. Mary Kay designed that specifically for this season of our world, and it's going to be gone as of the 30th of this month. Or you can get the full starter kit and the e-start kit, which is $130. So you can get it all if you want to do it that way. That is another kit that will be expiring on the 30th. But while we're talking about expiration dates, I want you guys to know we have a couple of special things going on tonight. So if you are like, hey, I love being a customer, I love paying full price, if I want a discount, I'll have a party or give referrals or something like that, you can totally stay a customer, okay? If you're like, hey, I want to jump in and see what happens, if you become a new consultant by midnight tonight, okay, so you have to have a date stamp on your agreement of June 23rd, not because it's my birthday, but because it is National Pink Day and the night of our event, you can actually fill out an agreement. Your consultant will actually send it to you through email, and you can get into a drawing for this pink stimulus package we're giving away. So it's basically $100 worth of cash. You can do whatever you want to. You can get the $30 kit and keep the other $70. You can get the $130 kit and put it towards your $130 kit. You can do whatever you want to do with it. But it is if you become a consultant tonight. So directors, what will happen is you will get an email stating that you have a new consultant. The director will actually fill this out. It's a Google Doc, director, it's in your Voxer, and you'll get an email with it as well. And you'll put their name and their consultant number. And then we will be doing a drawing from this little Google Doc tomorrow morning, and it'll be posted on the C4 page. So that's for anyone that becomes a new consultant tonight. The other thing that we have going on is for every guest that's on, whether they decide to become a consultant or not, it's streaming across the bottom on this little banner. You text the word handbag, it's not case sensitive, to 816-282-2115 to be entered into our designer handbag giveaway. So remember in the beginning when I showed you the handbags that were like the camel colored Kate Spade? Or you could get the pink one. Guess what? It's reversible, so you can switch it out whichever way you want to go there. But that's for every single guest that is on tonight. Every single guest, no matter if you become a consultant or not, you get into the handbag drawing just for being with us tonight, connecting with us, giving us an opportunity to share our story with you. And then for the guest that decides to become a consultant, you'll want to just get that link from your consultant. So what I would say is this, from tonight, I think you're going to wrap it up and you're going to think to yourself one of two things. I'm either in or I'm not. And if you're in, I want you to text your consultant, I'm in. And that will be her heads up to send you the link. You know, most consultants or directors that invited you to be on tonight, they invited you because they knew you had something within you that would be of value to the company, but also that you would find value in the company. And we just pray that if this is on your heart or if it's been on your heart, that it's your season, that it's your time to join us, because you guys, it has never been more fun to work in Mary Kay than right now. I mean, honestly, I've been in Mary Kay for 27 years and working virtually has been such a blast. I know someday soon we'll get to where we're opening up. But if you want to be a part with us, just text your consultant, I'm in, and she'll know to send you the link. Don't forget, it's scrolling across the bottom for every guest. Text handbag to that number. And what's going to happen is you'll get a response, and it will be something that you have to validate just by putting your name, your cell phone number in, and then so we can call you if you win to know where to mail it to. Okay, so I think that's the only other thing that's on there. But don't forget, as soon as you text handbag, you're going to get a message saying, here's the link to put in your information. And we just pray that you're the winner. So thank you for being with us tonight. A huge shout out as we're wrapping up to Amy Duncan and Tasha Bach. I mean, there's a lot of us that helped with this, but those two have given hours and hours upon hours upon hours. So thank you guys so much. Thank you everybody for being on with us. We'll see you later. Bye.
Hands up.
Ooh.